Let's start with the session here. So as I said in that message that it's mostly an interactive session for all of us wherein we all will be speakers. So I haven't looked forward for anyone specific here. It's about kind of an HR virtual session which I thought to uh, take it up. So look forward for your participation in this as we are as it's a closed group discussion. Uh, we'll look forward for maximum participation and each one of us will take charge of our things. We are mostly focusing on understanding how we are going to manage the situation when things goes on, and we look forward for our respective organizations calling us back to the office and how we are manage the employees. So considering that, we look forward for our own expertise and how uh, look forward for our expertise in terms of how we are looking to take it up ahead. Uh, uh, when we talk about the registration process, we ask that if in case uh, in terms of sharing your requirements and sharing how you guys going to take it up. So few people did share yes in terms of sharing their perspectives
नहीं
and sharing their planning ahead how they will take it up. And this idea came up in one of the local group in Jaipur, wherein a few people were asking that what is the policy and procedure which other organizations are looking to follow up. Sumit will be joining us in some time, and he would look forward for some more insight as well. And like us, we all are seekers as well. We all have our own understanding as well how the organization is going to take it up ahead. So consider that we all are speakers and we all have to share our experience in terms of how we are going to take it up ahead and how the uh, things will go up as and when this lockdown things goes up and how you guys think that these things will take it up. Let me start from my end. Uh, I will just set the context and then I look forward for others to contribute in that. So far as I consider, I feel that this situation will continue for next 2 to 3 months. However, there are a lot of advisories which are being issued by the government that 33% of employee strength can be considered to come back to office. Parallelly, it is divided as per the red zone, green zone, and orange zone there. But mostly, I believe that if most of the organizations are able to consider their work is happening in this situation, so considering risk aspect, very few would like to bring on a lot of employees in the organization and create some of the aspect of spreading this disease. So I think it will be a very chosen, or I would say very, very skeptical step here, wherein a lot of precautions will be played a major role, and also how the employees are placed in the office as per sitting capacity, that how many employees are sitting into different floors or on their workstations. And also, you never know that few of us in HRs come out with certain policies of taking break as well, considering that there has to be low gathering in the breakout area also. So these are certain things which came up in my mind, and I'll definitely share some of the things going forward, how my organization is going to take it up and how we are going to deal with that. So for everyone's knowledge, just to share that I work with Royal Bank of Scotland at Gurgaon as AVP into learning and development, um, and I take care of capability and people development agenda with the organization there. So great, I welcome you all. Let me introduce few more people. Let me reach out to few more people who have shown their interest to share their experience and their planning ahead. So Ganesha, if you can hear me, request you to kindly switch on your video
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, and start from your. Let's start from your side. Please share some introduction about you and
Yeah,
let us enlighten from your planning ahead.
Yeah, I am Ganesh KS. Actually, I am working as assistant professor in Dayanasagar College. Now I have taken sabbatical to do my full-time PhD in
Oh,
Central University of Karnataka.
awesome.
Okay, so now I am in my hometown village.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So because of the lockdown,
uh-huh.
so once the lockdown is extended, one thing is you visit the university
Mm-hmm.
and meet the research guide. And there are a few juniors who are below me and a
Mm-hmm.
few students. So
Okay.
guiding them and
Mm-hmm.
making sure the updates which are happening during the lockdown period is connected to the others and communicated well with the supervisors and all the other members
Okay.
in the universities.
Okay.
So that is
Mm-hmm. So how do you see what should be the model from the organization? What policy should HR lay down before everything gets on that active mode, that pretty busy mode? What would be your suggestions and way ahead here?
uh, one suggestion is being a faculty of HR also. So one suggestion is um, the people must invest in the people. Companies should invest in the people, not in
Mm-hmm.
the assets. So they should think like employees might be on leave, few employees in few organization, and few
Mm-hmm.
people might be working from home.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, finally, they are your employees. They are like your family. So you have to take care of them now. And if you take care of them now, then
Mm-hmm.
once they come back, they will feel happy that even if they don't work, they got salary, they got wages.
Mm-hmm.
So they will work more effectively. They may not leave the organization. This is the
Okay.
best period for the organization to reduce the attrition rate, because if
Oh.
they take care of the employees now when they are not
Mm-hmm.
working,
Mm-hmm.
so they will work more efficiently.
Okay. Okay.
So that is one advice to the HRs also, so they can manage, cope up with the top level to
Mm-hmm.
handle this situation. At least if they can't give the full amount of salary, they
Mm-hmm.
can give the at least 50% of the salary or some amount, so that once they
Mm-hmm.
come back, they will feel happy. The employees will feel happy.
Yeah, yeah. That's I think also I mean like quite eminent. Also, I would like to just take a minute to share to everyone in the group that as it's a closed group discussion, so I would appreciate and request everyone
Yeah,
to share their views on the topic which has been discussed, and also if one of the person is speaking about something, I would be really happy if someone else
yeah,
also joins in the middle and feel free to share your views on the point, or in case you want to have a different viewpoint on that, so please do that. Coming to you, Ganesha, I
yeah,
have also seen that, yes, if you talk about
yeah,
the salary things, yes, I mean, like, if,
yeah,
if, if, if an organization is really looking forward for kind of retrenchment kind of thing, I would suggest them that they can look forward for at least, sustaining the employment, and if they really want to cut costs, they can
yeah,
look forward for, cutting some amount of the salary. Um, Rather than retrenching the employee
yes,
or
yes,
looking at the layoff situation, because anyways
yes,
the
yes,
the kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
unemployment rate our country is sitting, this will add up to that, and obviously
yes, yes,
you know
yes, yes,
setting up manufacturing units or different employment options will be a little
yeah,
tough for the government as well to do it in a short span. So yeah, that looks
yeah,
great. I mean, that will be really amazing to see if HRs come out with pretty new aspects or new paradigm
yes,
kind of policy here. Okay, great.
yeah,
Anything else you want to
yeah.
add up?
Sorry to interrupt.
Yep. Yes, you, Rupali. You're most welcome.
Uh, yes, thank you. Nipun, sorry to interrupt, but see, if you people are saying that in organization have to invest their in employees, but in manufacturing organization where consumer durable are product, I mean, the product is consumer durable, and when they are not like supplying the product, they have no money for next 3 to 4 months,
Okay.
then how they can manage?
Who? The employees or the organization?
Uh,
Organization, organization want to develop their employee strength, but they don't have that much of capability, because right now they are not able to sell their products to the
Absolutely.
consumer. They are
Hmm.
direct selling organization.
So I believe this thing.
That is a big issue if the
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the manufacturing is also, not under that production level which we have seen 4 5 months before. So obviously, it will impact them, and also it depends on the cost benefit ratio as well of the organization, that how well their balance sheet is maintained till now, and if they can stretch for good 3 4 months and they can extend that help as in to the employees. I believe organization need to be little um, you know, uh, I mean, pretty agile in terms of coming out with something new here. These times are pretty stressful for so many people and stressful at various angles. Um, being little different will be something new. Whatever practices we have been following till now as an HR or professionals in our organizations, whatever we have learned, I think this year, though a lot of us saying that we should delete this year and we should skip this year, but I'm saying that this year is in fact giving us those new learnings, which will be the standards ahead
exactly.
in the ahead world. So I would invite others as well to add up their input as well. Amrit,
Hey, Nipun,
yeah,
hi everybody. Arvind Mittal this side.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
So,
Hello.
Rupali, I'll just give you an example what you are saying. I was having a word with one of the managing director of a small company who is
Yes.
manufacturing robots for FMCG and consumer durable companies. Okay, and this gentleman has got around 40 people working with him, and he said, I don't know from where I will make payment to my people and how will I run the business. That was the similar situation what you are asking question about. So I
Yeah.
suggested him one thing. I said, first of all, you should make a plan how you will run your business for next 6 months. What exactly do you require to run your business for next 6 months in the current scenario? If it remains like this only, if it does not open, if you are allowed to bring 30-40% people in the company and start your manufacturing. And then I suggested him to speak to each and every employee of him and ask them how we should run this business now. This is the current scenario. This much is the money required for the cash flow. I have this much. I suggested him that you be transparent with your people, specifically with the trustworthy people. And once you have their suggestion of running business for next 6 months, you will have an idea how many of them can cope up with the current scenario without taking any money from you as salary for 6 months. Some of you would be there who would want, full salary because they are surviving only with the salary and they are managing month by month. And some of the employee would be there who would offer you 50%, 60%, 30%. So take it one person at a time. Okay.
Okay.
And what he did, believe me, when he came back to me after 2 days, he was so relieved. He said, I have a plan for entire year. I spoke to all my people transparently. 30% of people have said we can manage our home without any salary for an year. We want to stand by the company in this testing time. Since you have offered us to stand by you, we are offering you all our help. And out of those 70%, those who said we want some money,
Yes.
maximum people offered 50% pay cut. Some people offered 30% pay cut, and he could make a plan for an year. So
Okay.
one
interesting.
one size will not fit to every feet.
Yeah,
Everybody can not finish the marathon in 4 hours or 3 hours. So every organization will have to see how the company will survive. That should be the first thought behind. And then how they can fit their employees into the ecosystem. And I would suggest no one should lay off the employees. If they can survive with their existing employees, at least they should survive with all of them with some pay cut.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion.
Correct. That's what I mean. Yeah,
Thank you, Dr. Sir.
that looks. I mean, something which is sustainable
Hope
model
I am
from
able
all.
to satisfy your question, Rupali.
Exactly, sir. Thank you so much. Thank for guiding me and giving me a good solution that I can provide to my like my owner. So he'll be doing the same exercise with us. So he also
And
knows
it will
that
help.
who is the
Yes, it will help. For sure, it will make a difference to your organization.
Great. I will also request everyone to share your profile,
exactly.
LinkedIn profile on the chat group to everyone. It will help all of us to reach out and stay connected with all. So please keep on adding your LinkedIn link on the chat group. Rupali, to understand your location once you are based out of Jaipur, if I'm not wrong.
Sir, I'm out of Ajmer, but my organization is in Jaipur.
Okay.
And right now I'm in Ajmer, so I have to manage all the things.
Okay, understand.
Yeah.
That's something. We have Amrit Sarkar as well, who again comes from manufacturing background. So if in case there are more specific queries, we can or points to discuss. In fact, I'm sorry to use that term of query. I'm like we all are discussing on different agendas and different pointers how we are going to, manage once this lockdown gets up. So maybe we can put on something else as a point to discuss. I have an interesting point. If no one else has, I would like to put one point. So, Pavitra, you are looking to add something. Please come in. I have unmuted you. Yeah,
Hi, Nitin,
sorry.
inviting me to be a part of your session. Uh, so just a quick introduction. I have about 4+ years of experience in HR, and I lead talent acquisition for one of the units of Philips.
Mhm.
I completely agree with some of the points that were stated earlier, specifically when Arvind said, it is very important to plan your business, say, 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line. What are we going to do if the situation continues? I
Mhm.
think that's a very, very important thing. So, a famous quote came to my head when Stephen Hawking said, intelligence is the ability to change. So, I think that's absolutely valid in this kind of a situation. Uh, the fittest is the person who survives, who is resilient, and who comes out with flying colors even during situations like this. So it's a very, very important point to have to plan your business during this time. Say the situation continues, what will I do? 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line. And while I was speaking, while I was being part of similar webinars with other HR fraternity as well,
Mhm.
few of the points that came in that I thought I could share could be,
Yeah,
useful
yeah.
to all of us as well.
Please, please,
So one of
feel
the
free.
points that came up, yeah. So one of the organizations have done this. So they have deferred the increments only for the leadership team. So the leadership has stepped in and said
Mhm.
they would take pay cuts, and they would also defer their increments by say 6 months. So I think
Mhm.
that is a very, very key way in which we could probably try to keep the cash flow coming into the organization.
True,
I think
true.
that was one of the points that was put in.
Mhm.
And yeah, another point was to communicate. Even if you over communicate, it's okay. But
Mhm.
to all the employees and the stakeholders to have that constant touch point. So,
Yeah.
for instance, we amongst the HR fraternity have divided the employee base
Mhm.
amongst ourselves, and we connect with all the stakeholders, all the employees
Yeah.
once a week. So I think so we have a specific format in which we reach out to them and
Mhm.
we mark the zones in which they are part of.
Okay.
This also helps us plan, say, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks
Mhm.
down the line when we open up,
Mhm.
if we have to say bring in employees and faces, we
Mhm.
also have tried to put in a plan in place saying, people from different zones,
Okay.
say a red zone, green zone, or an orange zone, and people coming through different, various transport
Mhm.
forms, and people
Mhm.
who would definitely have to work out of office, and we have segregated different types of employees, and we've also made a plan in place.
Okay.
So I think that also is a pointer that could probably, help
Mhm.
us plan our workforce
Okay.
uh,
That's interesting.
for the future.
Yeah,
So
like it.
these are some of the, yeah.
Like that looks great. I mean, like to be honest, I echo here in terms of over communication, and I would really insist everyone to please over communicate with the employees. Please do that because in this virtual working scenario, the way we all are connecting to each other, I know many people are still hesitant to reach out to each other on chat, and also
Right.
connecting on Zoom or whatever social media or whatever platform they are using. Trust me, each week in my organization we have a lot of communication, be it by our Indian CEO, be it by our UK counterparts, be it by be our CFO, or be it our town halls. So our each town hall is now on fortnightly mode. Earlier it was a monthly kind of thing or a quarterly kind of thing. Now in this scenario, it has gained that momentum. And to be really surprised and to be really happy, this is continuous. I mean, the amount of participation is coming up, and the feedback which is also being shared post the town hall is done. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. I mean, uh, the kind of engagement things are also happening. So, like, I'm also a part of people board committee where we take care of a lot of engaging activities within the vertical. Um, because the structure is a little different when I talk about my line of business there in RBS. So we are engaging everyone through virtual connects, through emails, through certain competition wherein they need to share their pictures or videos or even their hidden talent. So I'm going beyond the work. I'm like it's not only about work on the engagement side or on the fun side. There are a lot of innovative things which a lot of HRs are coming out and different committees within the organizations are coming out. And the best part also, which I have seen, that if you have a lot of committees and you have people in that committee from different departments, that helps to gain, to continue with that connection within those different sub verticals within the organization. So I also insist that in case you in fact it is the reality that this will continue, and as an organization it will be a risky affair to call everyone in the office in the next 2 3 months. So this looks like a good 3 month kind of policy which we are talking about, or the activities which we are talking about. So kindly engage a lot of people, make certain committees, get them engaged, get them involved, so that they all feel that they are connected and they are also contributing to something within the organization. Because I understand, coming from manufacturing, IT, service, be it any industry, if you have certain people and they all are connected to a certain agenda, they feel connected towards the goal as well of the organization. That's I mean like yeah, interesting. Thanks, Pavitra, for this point up as well and your experience from other webinars. It's always great to share those things. In the meanwhile, I'll request all to switch on your videos as well somewhere so that we just see each other some point of time and then you can sit to talk. No worries with that. All right. So, all right. So, floor is open. Geetika, anything you would want to add up? How you think in Delhi, how it is going to happen? How you going to connect employees again, or you want to, join employees when everything gets clear ahead?
Yeah. Hi everybody. I'm Gitika. Nipun knows, and like few others. Like I'm Gitika, and I'm HR manager for United States India Education Foundation, which is run by US government, US and Indian government. And
Just
so
one
like
point.
here, like it's
Gitika, do you provide visas as well to US? Some.
no, no, no. That is that is taken like visa guidance about that to the students and all is given by our advisors.
So we can be
like
students,
major jobs
and
that
then you can send us to US after 1 year. Not this year. This year is completely in the red zone in US.
So yeah, all those SAT
Okay,
exams
that's
and other
really-
exams have, are conducted in our
You still
premises,
want to go to US, Nipun?
Not at all.
which is
Not at
epicenter
all.
of this pandemic.
Not at all.
Don't tell me.
At the
India
moment,
is
it
the
is
best
the
place to
epicenter
live.
of this pandemic.
That's why I'm saying it's completely red zone. So not this year. Maybe on a visit. Yes, why
Yes.
not next year?
I,
But yeah,
I don't
leaving my
want to
country.
go out of India for next 2 years at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like,
absolutely.
okay,
In
so
fact,
anyhow, like
Let
even
let
Uh-huh.
Gitika speak, Nipun.
Yeah.
We will
Please.
yeah,
talk later.
so
Yeah.
Please,
so
Gitika.
even like here, like Fulbrighters from the US will be able to it is going to happen only after like Jan 2021 only, like things will be planned. At the moment, nothing can be seen in that, and we have like students who are there, like many people there in the US. So like work is there definitely. So at the moment, like lockdown is there. When the things get normal, that time, and even virtual sessions are happening. So work is definitely like happening at the moment. But when the things get normal, so we are making our policy on that, which we'll be sharing before the lockdown gets over with all the staff, and in which like the way government also suggests, like we won't be going 100%, with the staff. We will be, some percentage of staff only, like initially maybe 25%, and then we'll be like heading towards like increasing the number of people coming to the premises. We will ensure that more of work from home telework is happening, you know, telework is happening, and like less number of people stepping into office. Anybody who's coming by public transport, like they won't be allowed. So that is already like, is there. Public transport thing is not in the scene at the moment. So people who would be coming initially, maybe to like, admin and fiscal will be coming. Rest like most of the program people there, they'll be advised to do it like virtual sessions and the things. So we have already made telework policy before the lockdown started on a very short notice. Like our policies are similar to what US embassy thinks. Like most of the things are like similar to US embassy only. So they also have telework policy in place, and ours is also in the similar line.
Okay.
Even our salary structure, everything, like most of the things are like in the similar line only, almost same only. So so even before this lockdown started, like by 16th before 16th of March, so on a short notice, this telework policy was already shared with the staff, and now we are making we'll be making more changes into that. After the lockdown, what will be in the place, we'll share that with the staff. Yeah, most by the end of till this month end, anyhow, most of the staff won't be allowed inside the premises. None of the staff has been allowed inside the premises, so it will be starting from June. So June onwards, like we'll be starting with 25% of staff, and then onwards, like we'll be increasing the number of people stepping into office. Rest everybody will be working from home. That is our plan.
Okay. Yeah, that's
And none of our
interesting.
staff will be facing, like at the moment we are not planning any pay cut because the funds are available for
You guys are rich. You guys are rich, so you can
No,
manage
that
it
is
for next
that
6-8 months more.
government
They are
government has,
getting money from US as of now. So
US and Indian government like provides funds.
Okay.
So things are sorted for like few months. Things are sorted.
Okay.
So,
no,
Looks
it's
great.
good.
It's good
God
to hear
bless
that.
you. It's
Good to hear that.
definitely a wonderful thing
One
to know.
small point, I believe we all are looking forward to hear from Amrit, Parvesh, Nehal, Rashi, Ansuya, Rathore, and Charu as well, and everyone in fact. So I am sending another invite as well because this meeting will end in like 7 minutes. So sorry for that trouble. Kindly join in again if this gets over and we just feel fail to listen to everyone in coming 7 minutes, which will happen. So all right, um, all right. So anyone, I mean, I'm like, okay, fine. I've got an message. Amrit, if you would like to take next 6 minutes, as we have this meeting is on for next 6 minutes, so please, uh, yeah, join in that. You are mute. Let me unmute you. Hold on. Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to do it in three parts. I'm going to first address the first part. Not immediate decision has been taken in terms of the immediate resumption of work for the people who are in the office. See, my firm is a group of companies which has different manufacturing units across the country. Luckily, all my manufacturing units as of now are working. Okay, they are under this thing. The Assam manufacturing unit is already reached in the green zone. The other two fall in the red zone, but because of one being into essential services and the other being into health sector, so both of them are getting are being allowed to operate, but with a reduced number of staff and those clauses which they have put across. The Delhi office is our controlling office, so we don't have any immediate plans of resumption our Delhi office, because this has actually become an opportunity for us. The office is actually working very well from home, rather than how it operates in a regular day of time. So I don't see in the near future, at least this Monday we are not starting, that is for sure. And going forward, I see positions coming in which will have a role of work from home, or we will have more staff who will want to, will be more flexible. We will have more staff who have to have this thing. I have a nearly full of my office, so I had these three positions which are going to come up in the next year, I mean this financial year, which for sure is going to go into work from home as a category, because it is possible for them to operate in those way. Virtual meetings, and a lot of meetings which was there. There were a lot of one-on-ones which used to happen, and a group of meeting or a virtual meeting was not very, not something which the company was not taking. Luckily, this opportunity has given us to venture out into a lot of virtual meetings and a lot of virtual engagements. The engagement rate, per se has increased, and the biggest challenge after the office opens up is to keep that rate, because the rate has actually increased considerably from once in 2 months. We have gone to once per week, which is going to be very tough for us to maintain.
Same here. I'm like,
And yeah, and the reaction happens is the other way. Like everybody knows that Friday 5 o'clock, we need to have a engagement, and it's like people calling one another. How have you not turned up this week? Where you had come last week, and then that gives us a participation. Much more participation. So these are good trends which has happened. In terms of things, I'll tell you one of my business which what we did, given the revenue numbers and this thing, which was a unique thing which we did. The business head actually kept a meeting mid-month, giving the team a target of this is the target which has to be achieved for us to have full salaries. So he had given that target, and trust me, the team actually achieved that target. They actually overachieved by around 20-25%, to the shock, to the pleasant shock of everybody. So and it was clear. I remember I gave a call to my I think my accounts guy gave me a call for some other reason, and I asked him, and he said that, sir, no problem, we are just going to overachieve it. You just keep on seeing it. And,
fantastic, lovely, amazing.
yeah, and he was absolutely right. By 12 o'clock, it was clear that we have overshot it by roughly around 20%. So this also happens when this is a new finding for us. HR taking an initiative, having this kind of a meeting, leading this way, and which has acted very wisely. And my business head is planning this for this month also.
okay.
So it's not going to be a one-time phenomenon, and we're going to continue it. So this is one thing which we are, which we did in our organization, one of the organizations in terms of this. So these are the points in terms of the continuity of business which I have from my end, and for the other ones I'll check back. I think once again we're going to get disconnected, and we have to rejoin once again. Less than a minute showing.
So all right. So I think it's almost over. So let me just end this meeting and let me start that meeting. So let's join again. Sorry for this inconvenience, but yeah, thank you so much for this.
No, it's all right. Yeah, we understand. It's absolutely fine.
All right. So I'm just ending this and I'm initiating that meeting. I've already sent the invite to everyone on that
Sure.
email, and I'll message it again here also. Just a second. I'll just put the meeting ID here.